Hi everybody. Just waiting for the camera to light up there. It looks a bit dark, you know. It's like it's daylight. Anyway, this is a update on Brad. Good morning, Jeff and Nikki from OneStopCountry.com. Always in our thoughts, and thank you for keeping Brad in your thoughts as well. So anyway, my mother's here. We went through yesterday to the hospital to see Brad. We were sat there and we didn't hear his phone go off, but also there was a message there from some lady in a call center saying that Brad was being moved from the hospital to a care facility, which was a total shock. Even his nurse, Ali, Dignity Health, St. Rose in Henderson, was shocked because she got literally a yellow post-it note to say someone was coming to collect Brad at 8:30 at night to move him to a care facility. The stupid thing is he's been moved away from this hospital to this care facility, and then on Monday next week, they're going to ship him back to the hospital to see his surgeon on Monday. And it's like, well, why not just leave him where, he was and where he was getting good health care? But it's obviously also to do with insurance purposes. Now, at the hospital, because Brad has got the pipe, the surgeon, Dr. Walton, said he could come home, and everyone was saying, no, he can't because of the pipe, which is draining the bile from his body. And they said that no one's ever been able to go home with one of these pipes. So anyway, he goes to this nursing facility, and it's 8550 South Eastern Avenue, Las Vegas, NV 89123, if anyone wants to Google map it. And it's the Horizon Specialty Hospital of Henderson. So anyway, Brad gets there, and apparently they haven't got the right medical equipment. So they literally cut his pipe and using tape to botch it to, redneck it, I suppose. So it goes onto the draining machine for the pipe. We've done that, and then he's supposed to be on the food pump, supposed to be feeding 1,000 calories into him per hour to try and get his weight up, because Brad is literally skin and bone. And they didn't do that till 11 o'clock last night. There's no proper nurses there. It's just like health workers who are there just to basically make sure he's comfortable. And if there's a problem, they'll call an ambulance to take him back to the hospital. There's no real doctors there. So there's a health worker, or whatever he said today. And so if there's a problem, again, they'd have to ship him back to the hospital. Which begs the question, why not just leave him in the hospital? Now, the tube going up his nose and down his throat has moved. So he has been gagging all night because he can't swallow properly, he can't talk properly, he can't breathe properly. And there's no one there who knows what to do. So Brad has had to try and shift it himself, which is ridiculous. So he's gagging and feeling very, ill. He didn't sleep at all again last night, and they've got nothing there to help him sleep. They've got nothing there to basically give him for the pain. He gets any pain, so it's bad. He actually said his room smells like a cheap motel that needs a good, vacuuming. Very musky and damp. Also, it's not very clean. He even found dirty someone else's hair in his shower. He said the hospital bed is a really old hospital bed and not very comfortable. So he's going to end up with bed sores because you can't really move around that much. And anyway, next month or this Monday coming, on the 8th, Brad has got to go and see Dr. Walton back at the hospital where they shipped him away from. And so he's going to say to him, get this tube out of my nose. I want to go home, because Brad's supposed to be here now recuperating and getting his weight back up before they start the chemotherapy. My mum saw Brad for the first time yesterday, and she was shocked. She said herself she was very shocked how bad he looks. And he really does look bad. His diet still is right now, he has a liquid feed coming into him, but his actual mouth, where you'd like to eat, is basically ice chips. And that's all he's been allowed for the last 2 weeks. Brad has lost so much weight. I mean, he said he's even getting hunger pains. He wants to eat. I mean, surely that's a good sign. His potassium in his blood was low for the last couple of days, so they kept having to give him transfusions, which they can't do where he is now. So, yet again, begs the question, why the hell did they move him? And it's because of his insurance. I know for a fact that Brad doesn't like the idea of doing a GoFundMe page, but I am, in the next 48 hours, I am going to go do a GoFundMe page. And it's more the case of to help pay for medical bills, because even though Humana cover a lot of it, we're still going to be left with a bill of around 10,000-20,000. Also, to help pay for lift fares, because I don't drive. So to go back and forth where Brad is, it's like 12 miles from home. That's going to cost, it's already costing us a fortune. And actually, a Lyft driver yesterday tried to rip us off. He tried to charge me $4 where it's normally $17. That's obviously costing. And also, ideally, as Brad said, we wish we had an extra like 6,000 in the bank, because that way, for the next 3 months, I wouldn't have work at all while he's getting all this treatment done, because he needs support. But that's why I am even going to apply for Right Across the Road. And when I get home tonight, I'm going to go on CVS, and I'm also going to go and look at Arizona Charlie's on Boulder Highway, Samstown and Eastside Cannery again, just to basically be able to try and get some wages in, and at the same time be close to home for when Brad comes home. And it'll probably have to be part-time work, but that will do, because that way I can spend more time looking after Brad. Anyway, I wanted to give everybody an update. Good morning, said Jeff and Nikki. Good morning, Zach and Aaron and Billy and Jay from Ghost Adventurers. Good morning, Ellen. We were all watching you yesterday from his hospital room. And we also watched Judge Judy. And Jimmy Kimmel, I know for a fact you are his last thing he watches at night before he goes to sleep. So thank you as well, my friend. And to everybody else out there, Garth Brooks has said he loves your music, and so he tunes in onto the his radio. And we tune in and watch and listen to The Bull. So I do it from home. He does it from the hospital. I don't know about this new place, but we'll see shortly. Me and Mum are going through in just about time, and spending several hours over there. Tomorrow I'm going to take me on clothes shopping to Coles in Henderson, and then we're going to go and have some lunch before we go back through to see Brad again. So, but anyway, I just want to give everybody an update, and please do keep Brad in your prayers. And if you can, watch out for GoFundMe page, because it will be starting as soon as I can get a chance to do one in the next couple of days. And it's just literally to help us out with a few costs, rent and bills, and me going back and forth. And I mean, our plan still is get Brad's health back up to par, and then one of his friends is going to fly out from Orlando or Tampa and fly Brad back, and then another friend is going to fly out in January and drive the Jeep back with me cross country back to Florida. But at least that way, then Brad will have support of Sandra and Michelle and Janice and Kerry and Monique and Alison and myself. And moral support from Michelle and Johnny as well. Because right now we need, we wish we were actually still in Florida, but there we go. All right, so I want to give everybody an update and sending my love to you all. Bye for now, everybody.